A very good evening to everyone. Welcome to Global Online. Here we are back with our NTA UGC NET preparation for 2022 August cycle. And this is the topic for the day is higher education system, where we'll be looking at the most expected MCQs for higher education system, and we'll ensure that, we are revising for upcoming examination. So before we go ahead, a quick look exactly what Global Online has to provide. So we have a quick revision PDF for paper 1, which consists of 2000 plus MCQs, updated MCQs, current affairs, previous year question papers, and most repeated and expected questions, which is available at a cost fee of rupees 599, where you can get in touch with the given WhatsApp number. You can ping us for the same in order to avail your revision PDF for paper 1. Apart from this, we also have crash course for paper 1, which consists of daily live lectures, notes on all the topics, last 10-year question papers, as well as test series consisting of 2500 plus MCQs, which is available on Global Online app, or as well as it is available as on the WhatsApp given number also. The fees for the same is rupees 3,500. Now these particular course is available right now at a 30% discount. So right now the price for this course is 2450. You can get your copy of this course with the help of given WhatsApp number also, or you can go to the Google Play Store. You can download the Global Online app. This is how the interface will look like. You can purchase the course, okay, and you can then, if you go ahead, you will see this is the interface where you have various units, units as per the syllabus. You have theory lectures, MCQ lectures, notes, mock test, evaluation test, which will help you to prepare yourself under the one umbrella for your upcoming examination for paper 1, 2022 August cycle. Now we also have paper 2 notes and MCQs available. The subjects of paper 2 are reflected on the screen. This is at a cost of rupees 1,500, but here also we have a 30% discount offer going on. So this will be costing you rupees 1050. For this also, in order to avail this, you can get in touch with us with a given WhatsApp number reflected on the screen. So this is what we have for paper 1 as well as for paper 2. So now let's start with the questions for higher education system. So the first question is reflecting on the screen. You can read the question very carefully and accordingly you can answer. So let's start with question number 1. So question number 1 is in the form of statement questions. So 2 statements are given to you. You need to identify which statement stands to be correct, or which statement stands to be, false, or which statement is a right option for the given one. So let's start. Statement 1 is a deemed to be university is a non-affiliating university. Statement 2 states that the teacher-student ratio in a deemed to be university is not less than 1:10. So these are 2 different statements. See, this is statement questions, and assertion and reasoning questions are complete different. Statement questions, you have the statements given. You have to tell whether the statements are right, wrong, whether they are correct, incorrect, depending upon what is the options given. An assertion and reasoning question, as per the given assertion or given statement, is the reason stands to be correct or false. That's how you have to link. So in this type of question, it is basically statement 1 and statement 2. So you should tell that whether the statement 1 and 2 both are true, whether both are false, or whether one is correct and statement 2 is false, or statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is true. I'll read the statement once again for you. Statement 1 says that a deemed to be university is a non-affiliating university. Statement 2 states that the teacher-student ratio in a deemed to be university must not be less than 1:10. So how these statements are, how they are, whether they are true, whether they are false, or whether they are, correct, incorrect, you have to state that. So let's see. Those who are ready with the answer can match your options. That is, statement 1 is correct, whereas statement 2 stands to be false. Now, why? Let's understand the explanation. So when we talk about deemed to be universities, they are neither completely private nor they are under the government. So deemed to be university is affiliated to the UGC, that is University Grant Commission, but enjoys the autonomy in respect to deciding the courses, deciding the syllabus, deciding the fees, as well as admission process. So from the above given explanation, we conclude that statement 1 is correct. Now, what was statement 1? A deemed to be university is a non-affiliating university. Yes, it is called as what? It was called as non-affiliating university. Now, statement 2 said that the teacher student ratio which they are talking about is must be not less than 1:10. But if you see, the teacher student ratio should not be less than 1:20 in a deemed to be university. The number of faculty members should not be less than 100, and the students should not be less than 2000. Out of these students, at least 1/3 should be a postgraduate or research student. So statement 2 stand to be incorrect because the ratio is 1:20 rather than 1:10. So from the given explanation, we can conclude that statement 1 is correct and statement 2 stands to be false. Okay. Now, coming to what? Coming to the question number, yes. Now let's go to question number 2, everyone. So let's see what is question number 2. So I hope question number 1 is very clear. So question number 2 talks about the full form of NEET, a recently launched scheme by MHRD, that is Human Resource Management, Human Resource that is called as Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India. So what is the full form of it? Is it National Engineering Aptitude Test? Is it National Educational Alliance for Technology? Is it National Education Alliance for Testing? Or is it National English Aptitude Test? So what is the full form of NEET? That is a recently launched scheme of MHRD, that is Government of India. So the options are given below. You need to select the option. So in such type of, as I said, in the schemes, or the for higher education, if I talk about any schemes or if I'm talking about any initiative, they're definitely they are confirming with the dates, the full form or the objective. So you have to, I've taken a specific session on digital initiatives where I have covered all the points which you need to just keep in mind without fail. So yes, so the full form is National Educational Alliance for Technology. Now what exactly it is, let's understand. So the National Educational Alliance for Technology, that was brought up by Ministry of Human Resource Development, has announced a new National Alliance for Technology to use technology in order to have a better outcomes, learning outcomes in higher education. So basically this was for what? This was for learning outcomes in higher education. The scheme aims at what? So what is basically the aim of this particular scheme? So this scheme is basically to use artificial intelligence, to make learning more personalized and customized as per the requirements of learners. So this is trying to get, more molded up, or, more towards oriented towards the learners. All India Council for Technical Education is the implementing agency for NEET program. So what is the implementation agency for NEET program? That is All India Council for Technical Education. So basically we have studied what is the full form of it, what is the objective of it, and who is the implementing agency. So you have to keep this all points in mind. The question can be twisted in any form. Okay, now let's go to the next question. An inter-university center for yogic sciences has been set up by University Grant Commission in the state of what? So the question is talking about inter-university center for yogic sciences, which is set up by UGC in the state of what? Is it in the state of Karnataka? Is it in the state of Madhya Pradesh? Is it in the state of Uttarakhand? Or is it in the state of Himachal Pradesh? So an inter-university center for yogic science has been set up by University Grant Commission in the state of what? So the given below list is Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and Himachal Pradesh. So the right answer is Karnataka. Now, Inter-University Center for Yogic Sciences, that is Karnataka, is an autonomous body which comes under the UGC Act 1956. It has been established with an objective to strengthen the knowledge of yoga. So basically it is basically to bring up, or to make an awareness or create an awareness for the knowledge of yoga and yogic science by generating what? So it is this is basically by generating new knowledge in the yoga education, comparative studies of the curriculum, as well as it is talking about what? Disseminating. It means giving the information on what? Giving the information on something that is called as what? Benefits of yogas and its practices. So it was basically to bring up, to bring up the intention to ensure that the awareness about the yoga and yogic sciences are spread. So the center was set up by UGC in the state of Karnataka. Okay, now again we have question number 4. So question number 4 is basically again statement questions. You have two statement questions, statement 1 and statement 2. So statement 1 talks about an institution in the field of higher education seeking demand to be the university status must have been existence for at least 10 years. I'll read again statement 1. Statement 1 states that an institution in the field of higher education who is seeking deemed to be university status. So the one who wants the status of deemed to be university has been into existence for at least 10 years. That is your statement 1. Statement 2 states that a deemed to be university must have at least 5-year postgraduate department, 5 postgraduate departments, should at least have 5 postgraduate department. So in the view of above given statement, which statement stands to be true, which statement stands to be false, which statement stands to be, correct, or which statement stands to be incorrect. So let's see which of them stands to be correct, incorrect. See, based on the university, whether it is deemed university, whether it is central university, whether it's a state university, you definitely get some questions. I mean to say some or other question is a part of your final examination. So you should be very well prepared for this. So yes, the statement that is D, that statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct, or statement 2 stands to be true. So let's see the explanation for this. So an institution applying to be declared as deemed to be university should have existence for not less than 20 years. So the first statement was talking about existence for 10 years. No, it is not 10 years. It should have existence for not less than 20 years. And the deemed university must have at least 5 postgraduate departments. This you must make a note of it. It can be coming in any form of statement, okay? So there should be 5 postgraduate departments and at least 3 years with research program. So 5 should be there, but out of that 3 should be into research programs, at least 3 years. Okay. So hence statement number 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is true. Then we have question number 5. Now question number 5 talks about National Skills Qualification Framework, that is called as NSQF. I'll read it again. According to National Skills Qualification Framework, the level 8 competency is equivalent to what? So there are various levels. So level 8 competency is equivalent to what? Is it to the postgraduate degree? Is it to the undergraduate degree? Is it to undergraduate honors degree? Or is it to the doctoral degree? So what is the degree the National Skills Qualification Framework refers to? Okay. So yes, let's have a little bit of time and come to the correct answer and ensure that you know what exactly you are understanding from this. So before we go ahead, I will also give you a small, which I've already told you, some students get confused between what is the difference between undergraduate and honors degree. So honor degree is an undergraduate one that is designed to be higher standard than compared to bachelor degree. So normally the option number B and C, students get confused that what is the difference between a graduate and the graduate honors. So both are similar, but graduate honors, okay, is designed to be at a higher standard than compared to a normal bachelor degree. So this also keep in mind curriculum wise, in this, the curriculum requires a higher level of achievement which comes under honors degree. So that is one option, or one of the doubt or queries many students have, that also I've sorted out. So let's come to our question, back to our question. Which National Skills Qualification Framework, talks about the level 8 competency equivalent to what? So it is basically equivalent to undergraduate honors degree. So let's have a look at this. So the National Skill Qualification Framework organizes qualification according to the series of knowledge, according to skills, and according to aptitude. I'll repeat once again. When we talk about the National Skills Qualification Framework, what does it organizes the qualification based on what? So it is organizing the qualification based on, knowledge, skills, and aptitude. There are various levels from 1 to 10, which are defined in, of learning outcomes. So the one which possess regardless of whether they should be obtained, formally, non-formally or informally, the level 8 competency is equivalent to that of undergraduate honors degree. So you have to keep this in mind that level 8 talks about what? The undergraduate honors degree. And how does honors degree differ from bachelor? That also I have told you very well. So next question is Ministry of Human Resource Development Scheme, Vidwan. So in digital initiative, I've covered this very well. So Vidwan aims at what? What is the aim of the scheme, Vidwan? From the given list below. So the list is talking about creating a database and national research network, making available e-resources, promoting entrepreneurship among faculty, or awarding national professorship to a faculty. I'll repeat the question once again for everyone. We know about Vidwan scheme. So the Vidwan scheme, they're talking about the aim of Vidwan, whether it is to create a database and national research network, whether it is making available e-resources, whether it is to promote the entrepreneurship, or whether it's to award the professorship. So it is talking about which type of, which aim. So from the given list below, that is Vidwan talks about creating a database for and national research network. So Vidwan, if you see, it's a premier database profiles of scientists or researcher and other faculty members working at a leading institution. So all those faculty members or all those researchers or scientists who are working with the leading institutions or research institutions, they have their premier database, and that premier database is reflected at Vidwan. This is a database of the people who are involved in teaching, either in teaching and research in India. So the database is maintained and developed by InflipNet, that is Information and Library Network, with the financial support from National Mission on Educational through ICT. Okay, so please remember, the question comes, we are putting up a question in a form, but it is not compulsory that the same question is expected to come. They can have different modes of giving the same question. So now you know what is the Vidwan, what is the aim of Vidwan, what do you find at the portal, and how it is maintained. The database is maintained by whom. Next we have is yes, this question is from ancient India. That is, you have the first topic of the syllabus where definitely you get the question. So education in ancient India. So the question is belonging to that topic. In ancient India, the eligibility criterion in respect to the age for students seeking admission to Takshila University. So Takshila, Nalanda universities, we have seen questions, but now here they are asking about a student who is aiming to take admission in Takshila University sets his age limit. What is the age limit criteria? So whether it is 22 years, whether it is 20 years, whether it is 18 years, or whether it is 16 years. So what is the age criteria limit, or what is the age criteria mentioned? So these are the various options. So you have to tell, the options which you have to select the right option as per the Takshila University. So yes, so the right option is option number D, that is 16 years. So let us have a look at it. The Takshila is one of the earliest universities in the world, which was established in 700 BC. The center of learning was situated about 50 kilometers, that is west of Rawalpindi in Pakistan. It is one of the important Buddhist center of learning, but wasn't as well organized as University of Nalanda. So what was the main point of difference between Takshila and Nalanda University was the way of organization, which was more found in Nalanda compared to Takshila. A student who wanted to seek admission in Takshila, the criteria for the age was 16. Takshila was specialized in the study of medicine. So we have again, on this ancient India education, there are questions, but again, apart from the details, the question can be on this criteria also. So in Takshila, the age criteria was 16 years. Just keep in mind with the study of medicine. Then, yes, commissions. Again, as I said, I have done all the commissions with you specifically, starting from the basic part to the latest part. So here, definitely one question gets expected. One question comes out of this. So the Kothari Commission. We're talking about what? The Kothari Commission, which has recommended a certain percentage of national income to be invested in education. What is the percentage? The Kothari Commission has recommended a certain percentage of national income, which is to be invested in education. So the percentage is what? Is it 10%? It is 8%? Is it 6%? Or is it 5%? Now, as I said, in people development and environment and in higher education, some questions are very factual. You can't just assume it and write. So this is one of such factual questions where you have to be very, very specific. I'll read out again. The Kothari Commission has recommended a certain percentage of national income to be invested in education. So what is that percentage? The percentage is 10, the percentage is 8, the percentage is 6, or the percentage is 5. You have to tell the percentage. So yes, the Kothari Commission has recommended a percentage of national income, and the percentage stands to be 6. So let's see what are the details. The Kothari Commission, popularly which is known as National Education Commission. Okay, so National Education, or you can do it vice versa, that the National Education Commission, which is popularly known as Kothari Commission, that is from the year 1964 to 66, appointed by Government of India to examine all the aspects of educational sector in India, to find and provide general pattern of education in India. So basically, it was not only that, but to provide the guidelines and policies with development of Indian education. And this committee recommended the 6% of gross domestic product on education. So the right percentage is 6%. So it talks about what? It talks about 6%. Okay. So now can we go ahead? Yes. So let's go to question number 9. So which is the highest body to advise central and state governments on education? Now see, here you have to be very careful. Many times it is seen that, such questions do not give you the full form. They just give you the acronyms, and you have to be very careful with that. Whether it is UGC, whether it's CAPE, whether it is NSDA, or whether it is NIPA. So which of them is one of the highest body to advise central and state government on education? So the given list or the options given below are UGC, CAPE, or it is, NSDA, or it is NIPA. So which of them talks about what? The highest body of education. So yes, the highest body of education is CAPE, okay, which stands for the Central Advisory Board of Education, or it is also called as what? It's also called as CAPE. It is one of the apex, you can say, or important advisory body for advising the central as well as the state government in what? In the field of education. It was first established in the year 1920, but due to certain issues, it was dissolved, but it came into existence again in 1935. So there are many questions, on its first establishment, the dissolution, and again into existence. But at the end of the day, we need to understand what is the question, and accordingly, we need to keep our answers ready. So here it was the apex body advising both the central and the state government, and that apex body is nothing but it is called as Central Advisory Board on Education. Okay. Now coming to question number 10. Now question number 10 is on NAAC. Again, a very popular topic in seen in order to with respect to higher education. So which of the following part of criteria for assessment of higher education institutions are laid down by NAAC? So NAAC has laid down which of the criteria. So as I said last time, I have brought a different question. Now this time I brought the question on criteria. I have told you should be very, very, very careful about the criteria also, whether it is NAAC or whether it is NBA. So these are the areas where they can, twist you with the questions. So the first option is the curricular aspects. The second option is the teaching, learning, and evaluation. The third is the continuous improvement in attainment of outcomes. Next is research, innovation, and extension. Then we have as facilities and technical support. So they have given you the list, and you are supposed to pick up the points, or you're supposed to pick up the codes which talks about the criteria of NAAC, that is National Assessment and Accreditation Council. So with which of the following stands into the criteria? And I have told you this last time only, you have to learn the criteria very well. So yes, the right answer is the answer is option number 1, that is the curricular aspects. Option number 2, teaching, learning, evaluation. Option number 4, that is research, innovation, and extension. Continuous improvement and facilities are not a part of it. Let's have a look at the NAAC. Okay. So NAAC has been identified total criteria. So that also, remember that sometimes, they will just give you the number. So NAAC has identified 7 criteria on the basis of assessment procedure. It has categorized higher educational institutions into 3 main types. That is university. One is university, another is the autonomous college, and the next is affiliated or colleges. So, and it has assigned different weightages to different criteria based on the key aspects. So the focus is on, various criteria which are given listed below. So this criteria you should remember very well. As I said, you can get any type of question out of this. So the one is the curricular aspect. The second is the teaching, learning, and evaluation. Third is research, innovation, and extension. Fourth is infrastructure and learning resources. Next is student support and progression. Next you have is governance, leadership, and management. And then you have is institutional values and best practices. Okay, I'll repeat again this criteria. Very common platform you can say for getting the questions. You have 7 criteria. Please remember this numbers also in mind. Sometimes they just give you a very simple question, but they twist it. Okay, when you are, as I always keep on saying, that you're very much tensed, or you're very much burdenized. In such situation, a simple question can also disturb you. So 7 criteria are there. That is curricular aspect, teaching, learning, and evaluation, research, innovation, and extension, infrastructure and learning resources, student support and progression, governance, leadership, and management, and institutional values and best practices. So these are the criteria which comes under the NAAC category for assessment. Okay. Yes, coming to question number 11. Now question number 11, again we have is the statement question. Okay. Now this question can be a little bit confusing, but read it very carefully. Equality of educational opportunities is one of the preconditions for achieving equity in education. So what they're saying is that in order to achieve equity in education, equality of educational opportunities, it means educational opportunities should be equally given to everyone, and it is one of the preconditions. Statement 2 says that equity in education can be achieved without equality of educational opportunities. So they're telling that if you want to achieve equity in education can be achieved without equality of educational opportunities. So what exactly it will be? So from the given statements, statement 1 and 2, are they true? Statement 1 and 2, are they false? They are, that 1 is correct, 2 is false, or statement 2, 1 is incorrect and 2 is true. So what it is talking about? So let's see. Yes. I hope it is the words are twisted. So you have to be very careful with the words, because the answer is right. But if you get confused, you may end up selecting a wrong option. So statement 1 is correct, but 2 is false. Now how? Let's see. What was the first statement saying? That equality of education opportunities is a precondition or a prerequisite for achieving equity in education. So when we talk about achieving in our country, in case if we want to achieve equity in education, it is important that we should have equality of educational opportunities. Yes, which is right. Unless and until we do not give equity in educational opportunity, we will not get equity in education. But statement 2 says that equity in education can be achieved without equality. No, unless and until we do not give a platform of equality, how will we achieve equity in education? So same statements, but they have played very, in a very complex or smart way. So such type of, 10 statements UGC really come up with, which really takes a lot of time for the students, and maybe students get confused. So you should be very careful for such statements. Okay, if you read statement 2 very carefully, they are saying that if you want to have equity in education, equality is not important. No, but unless and until we do not bring equality, equity will not come. So statement 1 stands to be correct and 2 stands to be false. Okay, now Which of the following concepts explain the concept of value? I have explained you value and environmental education, a very, very common concept which is available nowadays in your UGC paper 1 final examination. There is definitely one question in it, on it, and I have taken a special topic also for this. Okay, so let's see. Which of the following concept explain the concepts of values? So values are beliefs which are tied intricately to human emotion behavior. Values can differ, can be refer to desirable goals people strive to attain. They are conflict free. They are ordered by importance relative to one another. Values are utilized primarily to change the effect in knowledge of a person. So which of the statements stands to be correct when it comes to explanation of values? So I'll repeat, values are belief. If you want to read, you can read it on your own, okay, so that you will understand it very much clearly. Now, values are beliefs which are tied inextricably to human emotion behavior. Inextricably, it means it is impossible to separate. Values refers to desirable goals people strive to attain. They are conflict free. They're ordered by importance, or they are primarily utilized to effect the change. So which of them stands to be correct? So yes, let's see what is the right answer. You people must have definitely shortlisted. Go with the elimination in this, you will definitely get a right answer. So option number A, that yes, they are inseparable, no doubt. They are desired goals to people strive to attain, yes, and values are ordered by importance, to relate to one another. Values are conflict free, definitely not happen. What is, what values do I perceive and what values you perceive may never be conflict free. There definitely it will be having certain amount of conflict, and they are used to primarily to effect change is again not possible. So this is, in this sense, option number A, B, and D stands to be correct, and C and E are not a part of that. Okay. Now, question number 13. Now, question number 13 talks about which of the following comes under the mandate, that is rule of UGC. So what comes under the mandate or rule or legality of UGC? Promotion and coordination of university education, determining and monitoring the standards of teaching, examination, and research, organizing continuous professional development programs for college and university teachers, or framing regulations of standards of education, or it is also talking about disbursing and regulating grants to the universities and colleges. So they are saying that which of the following, see, please try to read the question very, very correctly. What they are telling is which comes under the mandate, under the rules of UGC. All may be coming under the UGC, but which comes under proper rules, mandate of UGC. So option number A, B, C, D, E, you have to select from the given choice. So if you see following, that is option number A, promotion and coordination of university education, yes, that falls under the mandate of UGC, no doubt. Then monitoring the standards of teaching, examination, and research, yes, it also comes under the mandate. Organizing continuous professional development is not under UGC, but it is with respective institution. That does not falls under UGC, it is with the respective institution. Framing regulations on standards of education, yes, it is a part of UGC. And disbursing and regulating grants to universities and colleges also comes under the part of what? UGC. So as such, option number A, option number B, D, and E are right. Professional development on a continuous basis does not falls under UGC. It comes under the respective institution. Okay. Then identify the non-conventional. You have a topic as conventional and non-conventional, and oriental education. So the non-conventional learning programs, it is gerontology, psychology, ethical hacking, and anthropology, or pet groomers. So which will be coming under the conventional learning program? So this is one of the option under the conventional and non-conventional learning programs. They will give you the examples and you have to tell it. Okay. So non-conventional, it is, it is not traditional. Okay. It is, you can say it is a modernized form of education. So what? Gerontology, psychology, hacking, anthropology, or pet groomers. So which comes under this? So gerontology, that is studying of aging process and individuals across the life course, which you can go with non-conventional. Psychology, no, but it has to have, understanding, observation, which has to be done in a traditional way. So ethical hacking, yes, you can teach it with the help of, the system online, which can be taken. Anthropology, again, no, it is a study of humanity, which has to be done again with a face-to-face or traditional way. And pet grooming, yes, it can be a form of non-conventional. Please remember, they are saying traditional. It means here there is no fixed no need to go for on distance education. That is online form of education where you can study gerontology, where you can study ethical hacking and pet grooming. But anthropology and psychology, no, it has to be done, with the help of, you can say, traditional form, where you need to understand, where you need to, interact, where you need to attend the fixed classes, right? Now, again, there is a question of value education. So in the context of value education, which of the following stages will be considered as an advanced stage? So they have given you certain stages and they're asking that which of the stage will be considered as advanced. Value collection through imitation, value assessment through inner evaluation, value clarification through exposure. This I have also completed in my theory classes, okay? And value consolidation through integration. So I'll repeat again, which of the following in the context of value education, which of the following stands to be relatively in advanced stage? So value collection through imitation, value assessment through inner evaluation, value clarification through exposure, or value consolidation through integration. So which of them is in advanced stage? So yes, the right answer is value consolidation through integration. Integration, it means unity, unified. Okay, this stands under what? It stands under the one under the advanced stage. Is it clear? So yes, tomorrow also we will be taking some questions on value education only. I'll try to, cover more questions so that the students who are having fear factor of this unit again can ensure that they are having at least better revision at the last moment. So that's all for the day. And tomorrow we'll be seeing more questions on the same topic, that is value education, higher education system, sorry. We'll take the same topic. Thank you.